Hello darlings, I'm Bryce, I'm Sarah's husband. You might have seen me in other Run Darling videos. This is the first one I'm doing by myself. I thought I would do kind of a training talk for new runners, people who have maybe run before or they're just getting back into running. And I thought I'd do maybe a gear video that would show you what I have and maybe some tips and tricks on what you might get as well. So I thought I'd start at the feet, or the shoes, and work our way up to the top of the head. First I'll show you the pair of shoes that I currently own. These are the Adidas Energy Boost 2s. They come in this highlighter yellow-green color. Some people say green, I think they're yellow looking. These shoes are for neutral runners. There are different types of shoes. There are neutral runner shoes for people who kind of land and kind of toe off neutrally. There are people that need stability, so if you have problems in your ankles or you kind of twist a little bit, there are stability shoes. There are many different types. There's also ones for speed, so if you're doing racing, there's also racing flats. The reason I really like these shoes mainly is because the color, that's number one, right? And they're semi-light, they're not super heavy, but they're not super light, so I like that about them. And the material that they're made out of. So when you come down on them, they don't fall flat, they feel really responsive. So when you come back down, they kind of fling back up and they give you a lot of return back into your step. I also have another pair of shoes I don't run in, but like I said, there's many different styles of shoe. These are the Nike Free Flyknit 4.0s. This is what you call a minimalist shoe. So you can see it's very small, very flexible, and the midsole here is very thin. This is if you're using like a barefoot style run. If you're just getting into running, this is not something I suggest unless you really wanted this style. I would suggest something more along the lines of a shoe like a little bit like this. I'll show you actually the ones that Sara currently has. These are the Brook Glycerin 12s. She really likes them. She all likes it, like I just mentioned. She's getting a pair of Hokas as well, which me and her both love. These are a great shoe as well. The shoes she just ran her half marathon in are these. These are the Pegasus 30s. They come from a long line of shoes from Nike. She loves these shoes. She ran her Princess Marathon last year in the Pegasus 29s and then the run this year in the Pegasus 30s. She loves them. She says they have a lot of good ankle stability. So these are the shoes that we have. There's plenty of shoes out there. If you do have questions about buying certain shoes, I do suggest going to a specialty store, especially running store. Here in Florida, we have Fit to Run. They have many places around the state, about 10 or so locations, and I know they just opened one up in California and LA, I believe. They are really great at picking the exact shoe that maybe fit your style running and what you need out of the shoe. They'll actually get you on a treadmill and they'll actually analyze how you run, and they'll be able to get you into the right shoe that might be good for you. They also have a large selection. There are plenty of shoe brands out there. Some of the most popular are Nike, Adidas, Asics, Brooks, Hoka, On Running, Mizuno, and I think the last one is New Balance. And there are a couple others out there, but those are the most popular that come to my mind. Moving up from the shoes, you got the socks, right? So where's my sock at? There it is. So these are the socks that I choose to wear. These are by Features, and what's really great about these is they have a lot of compression in the kind of the midfoot area. So right here on the bottom, you actually see there's compression here, and then along the top there's also compression here. What's really important about that is that you don't want the sock moving around in your shoe when you're running. You know, if it slides down where your ankle's at, you get rubbing along the back side of the shoe, which is also very annoying when you're on long runs. So you want to get a sock that has more of a tab along the back, so that if the sock does fall, you're not going to get that rubbing on the back, and then the sock's not sliding all around. Alright, moving up from there, you've got your shorts or your pants. These are the ones that I wear. These are from Nike. I'm kind of a Nike guy. These are the Pro Combat shorts. What's really awesome about these is that they have 2 layers to them. So instead of having to have 2 layers, like a underlayer, compression layer, and then on top of that, your actual shorts, they actually come in the same package. So there's the inner kind of liner where my thighs are, and then the outer layer. What's really great about these, they have holes on the side, and they have netting on the inside. So they're really, really breathable. They're really light. They have a pocket on the back, which is awesome for storage. And they actually, what I just found out this week, they have another pocket on the inside. And I actually keep my keys in this when I go run by myself, because in the back pocket, when I was running, the keys were flopping around and it was kind of annoying. For women, I suggest things like capris, especially down below the knees. If your thighs do rub when you walk or run, do not wear shorts. You will chafe in the thighs. It's just not pleasant at all. Just steer clear of that. But also look for pants, I said for women, that have pockets either on the side or on the back. Because when you go for these runs, you don't want to be carrying a pack or things in your hands if you don't have to. All right, moving from there, you've got your shirts. I've got 2 shirts that here I want to show you. The first one is when we ran our 10-mile run in October. This is the shirt we got here. Got little sponsors in the back. Cool thing about this shirt, it's glow in the dark, which is awesome. So this shirt is made out of this very kind of, not stretchy, but like a nylon material. It's very breathable. You do not want to wear cotton when you go for runs. It'll soak up your sweat. It'll sting really bad. And actually causes a lot of chafing issues. Again, so that's not something you want. The shirt I do run in mostly, this is my Nike dri-fit sleeveless shirt. What's really awesome about this is, number one, it has no sleeves on it, so I can show off my sweet guns.
Tan lines.
So another cool thing about it is the back is made out of this mesh material, so it's super, super light, and you can kind of see right through it. Hello. It's got reflective material on the back as well. This shirt really does a great job. For women, Sara actually has the exact same shirt, but in a woman's cut, so it's a cut a little different in the neck. Something like that, along those lines would be great for women. Just again, just don't run in like a normal t-shirt because you get really, really hot. I've actually run in a t-shirt before. It's not very pleasant. You overheat, and it's just not a fun experience. Moving on from there, we've got hats. So I'm planning on getting a hat from the Ginger Runner. He has a YouTube video. He also has a store and he sells some stuff. This actually Sara bought today. This is a Nike visor. We bought it at Fit to Run. Look at that. What's really awesome about this is that it's super, super light. I don't even know how much this weighs. And it's pink, so that's also really cool. And there's nothing on top of the head. So if you wear like a hat that has like a normal tee, you get very hot because your head wants to kind of let go of heat. So something like this is awesome. Sara also has what's called a sweaty band, and it's something that just goes right along the top to keep your hair back. There's these two gold and blue headbands. They have like the stretchy on the back, and what's really great about them is they have this felt material on the underside so that it doesn't move around when you're running and get in your face. So those are great. Sara has what, 4?
Oh no! Oh no! It went away. Stop! Give me last.
So that's all I have, all the gear that I currently wear other than accessories, from your feet all the way up to your head. I'm gonna make another video that has to do with accessories, things that you might be wearing other than just the clothes you're wearing. So one quick point to talk about at the end is, if you are running in clothes that you're used to, that's great. If you're gonna go run a race, 5K, 10K, half marathon, whatever you're doing, you don't want to be switching out your clothes on race day. If you wear a shirt or pants or shoes and you're not used to them, there's something about that might bother you, and that's not a pleasant experience. If you try on a pair of pants, maybe they ride up a little bit. You don't want to run 13 miles like that. So just a quick kind of tip is, don't run in something you're not used to, that you haven't been running in for the last couple days or a couple weeks. Last little bit. All right, that's all I have for you. Stay tuned. We're actually going to have another video coming in the future about accessories. So stay tuned for that video. As Sara always says, run, darling, run. See you guys in the next one.